I love this movie. I love your characters in it. But I want to start with, first of all, you've been in so many big movies, both of you, big franchises, but Star Wars is kind of the biggest there ever was. So when you got the nod, both of you, for this movie, was it kind of extra special?
Oh,
yeah.
It's it. And we're of the generation that, you know, first received the Star Wars, you know, franchise. That first movie, I was 7 years old, 6 years old. And you've heard me say this quite a number of times.
Well, I just know that you were born in 71.
Two.
You should never tell a lady's
I
age.
said 71.
No, 72, but
So
like
you
by
were
the
5.
no, but by the time the film came to England, it was a good year after it started.
I see. Gotcha.
Come on, love. Anyway,
There's a lot of squabbling goes on.
Sounds
we're
like
a
I know,
but
we're
it's
just
fun. It's kind of
very-
like you can tell your friends. Really, it's just kind of a. You obviously know each other really well.
we
at this
do.
point.
So details are important. So yeah, being the generation that first received it, it was sort of seismic. Yeah. It, you know, for me, it was the introduction to sci-fi. Is an idea. This big hairy guy, best mates with this dope
less hairy
guy. He's still pretty hairy. This woman with the hairdo, and she's so regal and cool. It was amazing, truly. Yoda, whoa.
Yeah, there's so much to it.
Yeah.
And the chemistry here seems real, and in the film it translates. Like you two, I love the characters because they're obviously bandits and they're tough, but their kind of Achilles heel is each other, really,
That's
isn't it?
so lovely that you put it like that. Their Achilles
I think
heel is
we
each
completely.
other.
Oh yeah.
But that's a really cool way
But
of
we
putting
are,
it.
yes, just like any truly deeply married couple.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's, you know, it's like it's cool because I also have a lot of love and just admiration for her as a person. You know, so
I likewise.
it kind of translates immediately onto the screen that we, you know, care about each other.
Yeah,
which is really important.
Yeah, and so, you know, when Han comes into the lives of Beckett and Val, they're on a mission. They can't waste time. And this kid, you know, he could potentially be a threat. And so Val is more, you know, sort of cynical about him, and Beckett just senses something. And I think that's kind of how they interact as a couple, is that Beckett is the ideas man. You know, he goes on instinct. He's got great instincts. And Val is kind of the engineer that makes things happen.
The doer.
The doer. So, you know, they need each other to sort of forge forward.
And absolutely. And Val, by the way, the hair, I couldn't get up, was so fab.
I love how you do that when you say the hair.
Oh, because I just want
You
it.
just
I
want
wish
to
I
touch
could grow
it.
it.
You just want to touch it.
Yeah.
I thought it was great. I mean, like when I was sort of trying to figure out how we were going to make the hair, and they gave me full reign to do what I wanted, which was fantastic. It was a couple of things. Most important was that it was pragmatic. It gave a bit of cushion under that helmet, you know. And then, you know, we didn't try and make it look perfect at all. It was much more about making it look as though it's being used to you know, just as part of how she deals with, you know, with the elements and what she's doing. But that whole kind of asymmetrical look, I bet you it's going to get out there.
Was there inspiration from your mother, though? Did I read somewhere? Is that
yeah.
true?
Yeah, the 70s. Because this film has a wonderful retro vibe. Because, you know, Star Wars, obviously, 77, that's when they started, and continuing on through the early 80s. And that whole kind of counterculture, you know, the spirit of whether it's the Panthers or my mum in the 70s with her beautiful afro. And I did want to kind of hark back to that spirit of, you know, revolution and because these people, this group of bandits, you know, counterculture, radicals, they, you know, that's the flavour that I wanted to, you know, to sort of bring into the film. And I think it worked really well.
It worked really well. You did it perfectly, guys. Thank you so much. We're out of time. It's been
Thank
brilliant
you.
to talk to you. And
Lovely
yeah,
to talk
congrats
to
on the
you.
film.
Thank you.
FM 104. Dublin's hit music station.